Thank you, sir. So I'll try to cover only points which are not covered by others. I'll try to make it short.
Total 6 minutes. You please keep it in mind.
7, sir, 7. The total budget of 2,590 crores is actually 30% less than the previous year, sir. But I don't want to talk about numbers. The finance minister, in his wisdom, has, definitely has various priorities, and I don't want to discuss about that issue. But I'm more concerned about the goals of the ministries and the rules and policies, whether they are consistent with the goals of the ministry. So, firstly, I'd like to talk of the MRO's maintenance research. The opportunity is being missed, sir. This was raised last year, and 90% of all the maintenance reports, even for simple things like seat change and tire change and things like that, are going to other countries, sir. 90% of Air India and private carriers are going. We request the minister to look into this, sir. The ministry needs to review the royalty charged by Airports Authority on the MRO. And the Airports Authority charges 13% royalty on the Indian MROs, which renders them uncompetitive, sir. So is it consistent with the policy, sir? We need to distinguish a separate category through amending aircraft rules. The MROs currently are clubbed with ground handling services, sir. That also needs to look into. So the Minister Ashok Gajpach Raju had actually taken proactive measures, and he insisted that the tax exemption to the MROs be given. And I think the finance minister promised it. But today, I think still the taxes are being paid from whatever the 10% of the MRO services we are rendering within the country. A strong MRO is very, very critical, sir. I'll skip some points and directly go to the amphibious aircraft, sir. And I think we wanted to promote amphibious aircrafts because we have so many rivers, lakes, and cost of constructions of airports is small, and we want to promote regional airlines. But I think there's only one company in Kerala which has one aircraft company doing that. I think that, once again, is not consistent with the policy, sir. We need to promote that. Also, sir, the low-cost airlines. Sir, if you look at Africa, you look at Australia, there are so many not low-cost airlines, but tiny aircraft airliners which are servicing regional and rural areas, sir. That is almost totally absent in our country, sir. One more important thing, it will cover both the ministries. It's about micro lights, ultra light aircraft and parafoils, sir. It covers tourism as well as the civil aviation. Instead of promoting that, I think there are restrictive rules in the offering, sir. So the rule currently, I think they're going to bring in is a microlight, a pilot, he may fly a fighter plane or a 747, but he can't fly a microlight. And only an owner has to fly. It's like saying only the owner of the car can drive the car, even if he has a car license, sir. That needs to be, I think, removed. Secondly, I think they have given some designated flying zones for ultralight flying, sir. Instead, it should be the converse. Conversely, they should actually designate areas which are defense sensitive or airport funnel zones, which are restricted for microlight, sir. Secondly, sir, for regional, I think for regional routes, they plan to bring in a 2,500 per head limit on the ticket. But currently, at the moment, sir, including the government-owned airlines, Air India, charges up to 16,000 rupees, and it is not demand-based. It is based on the time of booking. Even if the airline is empty, the charges are very high, sir. Coming to the Telangana, sir, it was a pioneer in civil aviation. One of the first aviation companies was in Telangana, Deccan Airways, and some of the first few women pilots are from this thing, even before independence. And we are very happy that the minister is doing a lot of things for Andhra, but I think it's time to look at Telangana as well, sir. We need Warangal, Khammam, Kottagudem, Khammam, Karimnagar, Adilabad. There's no connectivity and no support for that. And for GMR Airport and other airports, we need TSA clearance for last point of departure. And lastly, sir, Hyderabad is in the center of India. It's the heartland of India. And that's a good destination to make Air India hub for the South Zone, sir. Lastly, Hyderabad has a lot of connection with Turkish Airlines, and they're trying to come, but there's a lot of barriers that is preventing that, sir. Another question, sir. There's 10 crores set aside for Railways, Commission on Railway Safety. I'd like to understand what that is. Lastly, sir, it's about emergency medical evacuation, and the hospitals currently cannot utilize the services of medical evacuation. The helicopter has to first land in the nearest aircraft and the nearest airport and then go to the hospital. And then from the hospital, again, it has to land. So we lose precious time. Something needs to be done about that, sir. So medical tourism, I think, overlaps in the subject of both civil aviation and tourism. And that really needs to be looked into, sir. Sir, I'm coming to
Please
tourism,
conclude,
sir.
yeah.
I'm just coming to tourism, and I
Conclude
think,
within 1 minute.
sir, I just finished 2 colors, orange and yellow. I have so many more colors to speak on.
No, you cannot complete all the colors today. You can show those colors on some other day.
Okay. So, still there's time, sir, and we are willing to wait. So, tourism, sir. I think there are a lot of forts and palaces and various monuments which are not protected adequately. They need to work with the archaeology department, the ministry, the Khammam fort, the Devarkonda fort, the Medak fort. There are so many forts in Telangana. And the archaeology department and the tourism need to work together on preserving this. Even Taj Mahal is, some of the stones are being removed from, colored stones are being removed. The Tughlaq fort, many suggestions, sir. Safety of foreign tourism is a concern, sir. I think Saugat Rai ji talked about tourism police. I think that's a very good suggestion. The ministry needs to look into it. But most importantly, sir, rural
Any
tourism.
other suggestion, you can give it to the
Yes,
minister.
sir. Yes,
Now
I'll
you
just
please
finish.
conclude in half minute.
Rural tourism, and it really helps the rural youth, and they can stay in the village and just earn. I think that needs to be looked into. Adventure tourism, sir, bungee jumping in Jog Falls, Karnataka, paragliding in Himachal Pradesh, and cave exploration. Lot of deep 7-8 kilometers caves in Telangana, and whitewater rafting in Nalgonda district. All needs to be looked into, sir. So the national tourism policy is still in draft stage, sir. We are waiting when the final tourism policy will come out. The pilgrimage tourism, just one.
Okay,
The pilgrim
thank you.
tourism, sir, in Telangana, the Ramayana circuit, the Bhadrachalam, Vikarabad, and I think Kolanapaka, the biggest jade idol of the Jain temple, and the Nelikondapalli in Khammam districts. I think these need to be promoted, sir. But most importantly, sir, just one last very important point, sir.
This is
The
last sentence.
This is the last point, sir.
Yeah.
This is the last
Sentence.
Last point. Sir, theatre districts, sir. Major cities all over the world have what is called as a theatre district or a culture district, and they earn revenue upwards of $4-5 million, sir. London has it, the West End and the Soho, and New York has Broadway, and Berlin has East End, and Tokyo has Ginza. And we had this question about MICE, sir.
Okay,
I
thank
think,
you.
I
Shankar
think we
Prasad
need to
Datta.
focus on the theatre districts and the culture districts, sir. If the ministry has plans, and if it doesn't have, if our government wants to promote a theatre district, will the ministry promote, sir?
Okay, thank you, Shri Shankar Prasad Datta. Please conclude. Yeah.